My name is Rico, the Dungeon Master for Season 3, the restoration of the 12 Olympians. This season, we'll find our heroes traveling back to the lands of Eris and Enyo within Harmonia, as they adventure through and see what they have accomplished and completed by restoring the 3 fabled relics, the Sickle of Kronos, the Golden Apple of Discord, and the Robe and Necklace of Harmonia. We'll start with Deborah.
I am Deborah, and I am playing a human rogue named Neith. Her name is Neith.
And I'm Matt, playing a dragonborn monk named Ari Futan.
And I'm Daphne, and I play Gelsira Venfire, who is a halfling druid.
I'm Jenna. I am a cleric elf, and my name is Lix Balzator.
And my name is Rico. I am the Dungeon Master for Season 3 of the campaign.
Who's ready for Deborah's Diary?
Oh, it sounds so sweet.
Dear Diary, the players the other day met with 12 gods, and it seemed that a few of the gods kind of liked him more than the others. Hermes had taken a liking to Lux, Ares, of all gods, to Gelsira. Go Fig.
So dope.
Go Fig.
Hephaestus
Indeed.
to Ari. Maybe he wanted a challenge on making new armor. Dragonborn are kind of a weird shape.
Mm-hmm.
And Athena took a liking to Neith. And each of them blessed the adventures with special gifts. And they seemed to celebrate. And at the end, all had a drink of wine, of the latest something.
Harvest was in the middle. We had 2 cups of wine.
Partake of the harvest of wine.
The first harvest.
Then they partook in ambrosia and accepted the terms to their new quest, including Neith, who was a little hesitant. She really just wants to go home. But I don't think she's quite accepted. There's not a home to go back to. It's kind of a sad day for Neith. Well, I hope our adventurers can stay on path and actually complete all 12 tasks as described by Zeus. But we'll see. They're pretty good at, getting off into side quests that weren't actually developed for them. Sincerely, Deborah.
A lot of the gods were like fucking siblings. Weird.
Yeah.
Then they also
they were all siblings
and made some
Zeus and
babies.
Hera were their parents, or are their parents?
No, like a lot of them are like siblings to Zeus,
Oh, why is Hera his kid
according
or
to my
something?
research.
What?
Is
Yeah, I
Hera
think-
also his daughter?
I think she's his sister. I think
So
that's
they
true.
would be like,
They also fuck.
Yes. Yeah, they're the like mother and father of
Yeah.
gods.
Yeah, Alabama exemplifies that portion of the deities pretty well.
Who was Uranus? What was his deal? Is he a
Was it
Uranus would be Roman.
Poseidon?
What was the Poseidon?
it was Poseidon.
And Poseidon is Neptune.
Right. So who's the Uranus
Like equivalent?
equivalenta?
Oh, I don't know. I can look it up really quick.
It's not important.
I was just trying to make a joke.
It's something I should look up later.
Poseidon.
It has nothing to do with this game.
Just fun fact.
More with the books I'm reading. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? The answer is no. No, it's not wrong. It's totally normal. Heroes do it every day. It's what it's like to be a hero. Save the damsels.
How come your cloaca hasn't been fulfilled then? Or jacked off at least yet?
I'm not talking about Ari.
Oh.
Belle Crenell.
So upon the agreement to accept the trials, somebody had mentioned if there was going to be provided for them a map to go hunt their quarry. If we recall correctly, was the Nemean lion. So Zeus waves his hand in the air, quite nonchalantly, and in a beautiful golden glitter sparkle, produces a rolled map. It is sealed with wax, with a lightning bolt on the wax. And he hands it out to Neith, and he says, with this map, it should lead you in the direction to your first challenge and finding the Nemean lion.
Ooh, open the map immediately to make the seal a kind of pointless fucking thing to have done.
You can open it nicely.
Like, hey, can we have a map? Yeah, here's a sealed map.
Take my knife and use it to, as gently as possible, break the seal so I don't accidentally rip it.
You just have to say the magic words and the seal comes undone.
There are no
Bippity
magic
boppity
words.
boo.
There you go.
That was it.
So you scrape the seal off. Hold on to it, I guess. The map slowly unfurls. And you see a path through a little wooded area back along the coast with the name of a town on this map. And the name of the town is Pelican Town.
Yeah, can you remind us where the shore is at? Was it on the west?
Pelican
west
Town.
side?
Fuck Pelicanton.
No, Pelican Town's on the east.
From where we're at? Okay, Pelican Town is on the east. So, well, the shore is on the east, right? Of
Right.
where we're at.
Yeah.
So the little woods are east.
So we should theoretically be north. We're like at the
North.
northernmost
All right.
of
That's
the
right.
island.
Now I remember.
Pelican Town is like the not quite like the east. It's like a northeast.
Yeah, you could very simply just go down the altar of the 12 gods to the coast and then walk along the coast to Pelicanton.
So does the
that
map...
sounds too easy.
Yeah.
Unreal. So, so the map shows a path and there's a town, Pelican Town. Is there more to the map? Like, is that where we're supposed to go? To
Yeah.
Pelican Town? Okay.
No, there's nothing else to the map. It is a map that's a little X where you guys are that says altar of the 12 gods. You can see the coastline
Nice.
because the altar of the 12 gods is just there along the coast. And then you can see Pelican Town. Pelicanton. I keep calling it. I'm just going to call it Pelicanton, but it was really Pelican Town.
Yeah.
Pelicanton and the direction in which you are supposed to walk. And there's
Which is
little
northeast.
footsteps that you can take, or you can go to the coast and follow the coast because Pelicanton was a coastal city. Somebody
so
once
the path
saw.
goes into the woods. So we have two options. We
Yeah.
can go in the path through the woods, or we could go along the coast.
Yeah, absolutely.
What time of day is it?
Right now, the time of day, it's about 2 p.m.
Okay, so
You guys want to go through the
we
wood
could get
path?
some walking. We could get some walking. Yeah.
You guys want to go through the wooden path like on the map, or do you want to piss in Zeus's face and go down the coast?
Can we see if Hosatef can do your cloak real quick?
Sure. I
Hephaestus.
call out to a Hephaestus. Hephaestus, are the gods still here?
They're still there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to call out.
So
He's still there.
I go over to Hephaestus and I'm like, hey, thanks for the wings. That is super duper awesome, and I don't know that I'll ever be able to make that up for you. So hopefully you're just like whimsical. But like, since I got these wings, can you do something about my cool cloak so that I can have my wings and the cloak?
Oh, yeah.
Cloak being onto the wings?
Absolutely.
Would that be possible, my lord?
Yeah, that would be perfectly possible.
Excellent.
Give me your cloak.
Here you go.
All right, so Hephaestus takes your cloak. He looks at it. He looks at you up and down. He measures you. Flips your cloak around so the back is facing him. Takes a dagger out of his pocket. Then very carefully and very slowly puts a slit down the two shoulder halves of your cloak. And he's very careful not to mess up the silver inlay because that was
Nice
very
of him.
important, and he recognizes the craftsmanship that went into it. He's impressed by it.
He's the best.
And after he gets done putting the slits down, he offers you your cloak back to you. And then spread your wings out through these holes, if you would, please.
I will absolutely do that. So I put the cloak back on and
All right, so now there are slits in the back of your robe, your cloak, rather, where your wings can fold in and fold out with relative ease. And he puts leather clasps on the top of the slit and the bottom of the slit so the slit doesn't tear any further, like just to reinforce the slit, with a little golden hammer and sickle on the end of each slit where the leather straps are. It's just beautiful and blazoned right there.
nice.
There you go.
That is beautiful, sir. You want to take a look at my axe?
Sure.
Maybe there's some adjustments you could make if your super god eyes.
Sure.
see some
Absolutely.
cool
Let me
stuff
see
you
it.
might be- Here you go. It's an axe of bloodletting.
Oh, the
I mean,
axe of bloodletting?
Yes, you probably knew that already, though.
Really
Being
heard of it.
badass.
So You hand him the axe. It's very small in his giant, massive god hands. He looks at it, and he says, with this crude base material, there's nothing more I can do with this. This is at the extent of its capabilities. I'm very sorry. And he hands it back to you.
No worries.
He
Thanks
does
so much.
offer to polish it up, though, and clean off the blood and
No, I couldn't
grime
ask,
and shit that's all over
you
it.
to do that. I'll have some
Well,
human
he
peasant
spits
do it.
on it, and the spit sizzles, and as the spit sizzles and retreats down the length of the blade, there's a nice silver shimmery sparkle, and all the crud and rust and blood your axe is now clean. It just looks prettier than what it used to.
You just spit on it.
Thank you so much,
Nice.
Lord.
Yeah,
That's-
no problem. Also, don't call me Lord.
Okay.
I'm just Hephaestus.
Okay, Hephaestus.
I'm a cool guy.
Forever in your
Hephaestus
debt.
is pretty chill.
I have a question.
This is
the
really
woods,
great work.
do they look menacing or do they look kind of like well worn?
Are you looking towards the woods?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we should take the coast.
You
from the
know,
woods.
is it that like at the beginning
Is
of
it
a
spooky
journey and
spooks?
spooky, or is
Or-
it like sun is shining and
No, they look like
lush?
off
your
we go?
typical regular woods where you can see canopies of trees because the altar of 12 gods overlooks the land. It's very likely dark because the canopy is so incredibly lush. Give me a nature roll, Jelsira.
16.
You rolled it correctly, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good job.
Jelsira is able to see that the woods are going to be as dark as they are because the canopies are so lush and vibrant. It looks like a very healthy natural forest. It doesn't look ominous. It doesn't look creepy. It looks like a well-manicured, well-taken care of, naturally growing forest.
Well, hell yeah, we're here at the altar of the 12 gods, and the 12 gods are here being awesome.
They are pretty rad.
The forest wouldn't dare, the woods wouldn't dare be spooky or weird here.
Yeah, guys, the woods look pretty good to me, so I don't know. I think that would be a safe bet to take the woods.
Yeah, for sure. I think we should follow the map for sure.
Ari, you want to go first?
Sure.
I'll take the back.
I got mid.
I'll go second.
I got third.
I also asked Cedric to kind of fly ahead of us a little bit, like just to kind of scout ahead, but only about 100 feet or so.
I'd
to kind
be
of stay,
delighted.
just to stay close to us. Thank you, Cedric.
I tell Cedric, I say, hey, if you got the flying thing down, I'll just walk it.
Cedric looks at
is
you
so much
and
more like
tilts his head to the
amiable
side
since
like he
when we
doesn't
first
understand
found
what
him.
you're saying.
Don't worry about it. Fucking
So
apex
Cedric
predator.
leaves off of your shoulder and takes to the sky.
All right, see you in a minute, Cedric.
Before I leave, I make like eye contact with Athena. I have a, we got this.
She
And then I
looks at
leave.
you, and with her right hand, she beats on her left side of her breastplate.
On it.
Metal from her wristbands cling against her armor.
I reciprocate.
Yeah,
Nice.
she acknowledges you, acknowledging her. She appreciates that.
I just look at Hermes and put my short sword over the place that he touched me on my chest and my right hand on my part that he touched me on my leg and give him a nod and say thank you.
He winks at you, and then he also nods.
Yeah, he's a goofball.
And he points at the tip of his nose, looking at you for some reason. But he looks at you and winks, nods, and he points at the tip of his nose.
I love that. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm a big fan.
I'm
A
too,
little on the nose.
I'm too scared of Ares to try to communicate with him in any way.
You don't communicate with him at all?
I'm scared, but I'm going to try to do it anyway.
Oh.
So I just I look at Ares and I just kind of like give a nod and I just kind of like put my fist in the air like this.
Ares tells you correctly to cross your fist over your chest like this. Hashtag Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what
And
I
now
do.
Ares nods,
I was a curl.
and a half smile
Cool. Okay, well I feel a little
breaks his visage.
I feel a little bit better now, so I have this sense of confidence. I feel like I'm like a soldier going off to war.
And after his half smile, he gives you a very stern look and reminds you, do not disappoint me.
I won't disappoint you, Ares.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely will. Ares is a dick. He's my favorite.
I'm like, my knees are like trembling, but I'm hoping he doesn't see them. I'm just kind of like hiding behind it. But I'm deep, I'm like shaking inside, but I'm pretending like I'm not scared, but I am scared.
You feel a presence over your left shoulder, and a divine warmth rushes over you, and you feel one hand on your right shoulder as Hera pulls you close and she whispers into your ear, He's more bravado than anything else. You don't have to be that scared of him. Remember, he did eat the dirt when you guys first got here.
That's right. I
did.
forgot about that. Okay.
And then she kisses you on the cheek, and
Oh,
she backs away.
That's precious.
Okay, thanks, Sarah. I kind of like very gingerly. Just thanks, Sarah.
And then Ares looks to his mom and mumbles because he knows what she said. And he needn't be reminded that he got tripped up and had to eat shit. Yeah, so don't worry too bad. All right, so you guys have decided you're going to go back down the altar of the 12 gods to
Yes.
the path through the
Yes.
forest?
Yes, I
Sweet.
march on.
Excellent. Do you guys have a marching order?
Yep. 1, 2, or wait.
No, I'm the
1,
back.
2, 3, 4.
The assassin in the back?
Yeah.
Because rogues do it better from behind.
Well, also ass.
Guys, do you think we should rest first?
Assin.
Do you think we should
It's only
take
2 o'clock.
Well, he said it's about 2 o'clock, and
We have all
I
our
probably
stuff.
after the
After
whole
that,
Ari
yeah.
getting his
Let's
cloak
take
and
advantage of
stuff.
the daylight. Okay.
It's probably what, about 3 now.
Yeah,
I
roughly.
think probably took a little time.
Are we?
Do
we
yeah,
need-
I mean, we get like a few hours in.
Okay.
of-
Let's
Make an insight roll.
Do we need?
Ari, you, right now. Because I like where this is going.
Oh God, what's insight? Sorry, hold on.
Will
Oh,
you
so
let me
21.
know when the gods are gone?
You know
Or did we already start
that
walking?
after you drank the ambrosia, all weariness was gone, all sleepiness was gone. You feel as healthy as you had ever been, and had you expended any key, it would have been refreshed.
Ari, you look great.
Guys, guys, I was gonna explain.
Ari explains.
Party. Do you all notice that you feel refreshed after drinking the ambrosia and
I mean, it was the only good thing I've tasted in,
now that you
in a whole day.
now that you mention it, yeah, I do feel a little bit better.
I
Actually,
feel
a lot
like
better.
I feel like it's wiped away any weariness and any I'm fully healed and healthed and keyed up and I'm fully restored. The rest of you feel the same?
I feel
I
great,
feel okay.
but great enough.
Sure. Licks.
I kind of want.
Balls of toy.
I kind of want to see you spread those wings real quick, though, just for a sec.
All right, I do that. I spread the wings.
I want to see you fly, buddy, for a second. That's what I want to see.
Didn't I fly last time?
No.
I didn't.
No.
You didn't get the chance to use them.
I did that.
We
last
ran out of
time.
time and had to end the game at the acceptance of the trials because we had to wrap up.
Okay, then yeah, absolutely.
None of that shit.
I spread my wings out behind me and I flap them and I float up into the air.
You do. You lift off with relative ease, despite you being, what was it, like 400 pounds?
I
And
don't think I weigh that.
Well, whatever.
No, he doesn't.
Couple
We
hundred
thought
pounds.
he never. We always make him fatter than he
Yeah.
is, though.
Couple hundred
It's a couple
pounds.
hundred,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
built
was
like,
like 250.
a fucking brick
Yeah.
house full of muscle, and yeah, you lift up relatively easily. Like these wings are built perfectly for you. Yes, and the flapping does produce like clouds of dust because he's close to the ground. These are massive wings to lift his dragon frame.
I'm just watching, and I'm happy for my friend.
You're not gonna be able to fit in tight places, are you?
I am. I can
You can-
fold them up
yeah.
behind me. I mean, I
Plus,
if
I
I
bet
couldn't
the
fit in
cloak
tight
can
places
cover
before.
him now. Now that
Yeah,
it's been
they
in this.
come out of the cloak with relative ease.
They
The
can go
cloak-
back in.
The cloak almost feels like second skin. It doesn't hinder their movement at all.
Lovely. God, what a tailor.
Praise be to Hephaestus.
Praise be to Hephaestus. I scream the praises of Hephaestus as I'm flying in the air. Hephaestus!
Oh, I need a screech.
Screech?
Are you flying towards the entrance of the woods?
No, I'm just kind of flying. I'm just
Oh.
flying.
Testing her out.
I'm showing off.
All right, so
How far did you want us to get?
I have
we're walking to the
4
woods.
pages of notes here, so
right?
we're gonna. Yeah, are you guys walking to the woods?
Yeah.
I presume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We walk into the woods.
All right.
Okay, he does his fly thing.
Sweet.
We walk into the woods.
As we approach the
I am paying
the
attention
trail,
and looking around.
yeah, I want to.
I'm not being a
I kind of want to smell around and look
Ooh,
around.
well done. Make a nature roll for me, please.
The nature boy, Ric Flair.
For the number.
Well, congratulations. You were undead and you smell nothing.
All right. I smell myself.
I would like
I
as
get a
I'm
whiff
walking,
of this pit.
Where's Loki?
As I'm walking, I am like scanning in between the trees.
Oh, beautiful. Make a perception roll for me.
Why? Oh, I forgot it was metal. I
My
was like,
metal.
Is that a nat or
14.
60?
You could on the table would probably be better. Just if you're gonna roll that hard.
So with your perception roll, you see, you're looking into the forest.
Yes.
There are beautiful rays of sun coming through the forest, lighting up patches. The wind is blowing wonderfully. It's a nice, comfortable, salty breeze. Go ahead and make a nature roll for me, Jelsira, being the druid and attuned with...
Nat
20. Pew, pew,
so
pew.
21.
All right, so with a
Your
nat
nature
20...
is 1?
Yeah.
Well, she's a druid.
Because she did all of it went to animal
Yeah.
handling.
Gotcha.
So
Anyways.
she's more attuned to animals, not
Yeah, not plants.
plants.
Nat 20, you are in tune with the fact that Artemis has blessed the forests, Poseidon has blessed the seas, and this is probably the nicest this area has looked since people have forsaken these gods and the relics were separated.
Wow.
The air is crisp and smells like salt. The ocean breeze is nice and cool. It's like being kissed by icicles. It's a wonderful, beautiful day in this land, and you know it's because you guys have restored the blessings of the gods back to this land.
Guys, do you feel that? Just take it all in. I mean, this
I was
forest.
wondering when we were going to get to that. That was a sub-note in my note.
This forest is clearly blessed by Artemis, and the sea is blessed by Poseidon. And the air is crisp, and everything's back to being balanced.
It does feel great here.
Yeah, it's
it
What do you
does.
mean
I
by
don't-
being balanced?
I mean, before, because when the gods weren't here, when they had abandoned the gods, it was
How do you
just-
know that the gods weren't here before?
They told us.
Unreal.
They literally told us.
What?
Yeah.
Neith wasn't on the first adventure
I
with you
wasn't on the
guys. You
first
may
adventure.
want to explain to
So-
her
What? Wait a
why
minute.
this is such a big deal.
This place sucked before, and now it's awesome.
Oh!
Have you ever seen the
Neith
Neverending
does
Story?
not
Neith doesn't know.
that
Yeah,
this
but the
should-
gods
was
told
any
us
different.
just now.
But Neith
Well,
doesn't know that there
it's
was...
okay. Let's catch Neith up.
Neith doesn't know
I'm
that this
giving you the
land was once
opportunity to
forsaken
kind
to
of
roleplay. Good job.
Bring the previous story into this.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Recap.
so
Nice. I'm into it.
yeah.
I am too.
You're
So,
welcome.
so
Do it.
before, there's a big quarrel between the Ares and the Enyo, and the two lands basically were abandoned by the gods, and they had a war games where they would send their best off to fight each other in an arena type battle in order to basically appease the other side to prevent full scale war from occurring. But before, when we were at the altar of the 12 gods, we were able to basically bring the gods back into the realm, and now the gods are back and they've restored things. So things look a lot better now than they did before.
Okay. Is the path long enough to get us to Pelican Town before dark?
It
Are
will
we
take
gonna
you
make
about
camp?
half of a day to travel to Pelican Town through the forests.
Okay. So do we want to camp in the forest or do we want to keep pushing?
Can we tell by
Past
the map,
dark.
or is that
The
like
map
that
does
it's
not
half a
have
day?
hash ticks or mile markers on
Okay.
it. No.
I think we should keep going.
I say we go about half, and then because it's 3:00, bed down at 9:00 or so, and then halfway through the forest.
Well, and also, like, since we're in a place that's blessed by Artemis, it would be a safe place to rest, too. So if we go too far out, then we may no longer be...
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Mhm.
if this place has been blessed and Gelsire
yeah,
is-
let's keep going for a little bit, and then
And
I
all the
say
nice
set up
warmth.
shop, and then finish our trek tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Gelsire, you want to keep an eye out for a good place to camp?
Will do. Keep my eye out for danger, and also,
All right, we
good
soldier
place
on.
awareness.
It is a relatively uneventful trip through the forest. There are birds chirping. There are woodland creatures, squirrel, fox, rabbit, snakes, spiders. But these aren't giant spiders like you were used to. These are regular old spiders.
Get rid of mosquito spiders.
And oddly enough, despite this being a nicely grown, flourishing forest, the footpath is easily traveled. It's worn, it's comfortable. There aren't sharp, jagged rocks. It's a nice, comfortable walk through the forest.
Hey, wasn't this where I got turned into stone? You guys remember that?
yes, I
like-
don't think it was in the woods though.
Well, I remember it was in the path leading up to the altar of the 12 gods.
Oh.
Are you stoned now?
But we didn't come from Pelican.
I mean, I'm
Town
always
when
stoned.
we did that. I wish.
Yeah, I'm just having flashbacks. Never mind me. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I think it was another set of woods, though.
It's just, so much has happened and my memory is a little bit foggy.
Okay, well,
I'd
let's
smoke
set
a
up
lot.
camp then if we can. Did you find a good spot to camp?
I look around to see if there's like a good clearing, a place that looks safe and comfortable.
There is no discernible camping spot. You could, with a little bit of time, create one, like clean up some leaf litter, move out some dead logs. You could make a campground.
Oh, we could burn this forest down real quick.
No, we can't. They don't call me hardcore for nothing. Well, we got time. We got time. Just want to
Yeah, you have all the time in the world. It feels fantastic.
Until we're dead.
Yeah, we've got
until
forever
you're dead
to complete
Yeah.
these challenges. So
There is no
That's
time limit that you were given. You just have to complete these 12 tasks until the day you die naturally.
let's live it up.
Right. Let's relax a
Is
little.
there a stream or anything nearby, off like an offshoot of the coast, or?
You can make a survival roll for me.
I can.
1.
Close. Oh well, shit. I'm proficient in that. So 7 actually. As
Because you were undead, you can't smell or feel anything.
I don't even know why did I even ask?
You're going to keep asking too. It's going to be
You're
wonderful.
going-
You're
you-
right. Because you're undead, everything is awful.
You cannot taste or smell any sources of fresh water. It would take you a little longer to physically look for one.
Ari looks over at Licks sniffing around and chuckles to himself and then starts clearing out brush and leaves and shit to make a nice camp spot. Just gets to work.
I notice, and I just start doing that
And as
too.
you're clearing out
Because it feels
dead
great.
wood and leaf litter, like the animals, like the insects and snakes and stuff, they're just moving out of your way. You don't appear to be a threat to them
Oh,
for
yeah.
some reason.
And I'm like waving at him, patting any mice on the head. It's great here.
The other woodland animals will let you.
Yeah, it's-
if you try to.
It's great here. I'm
I'm
happy.
imagining, like,
I'm in a
Disney
good
forest
mood.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of
I'm
like
literally
that.
looking at Snow White. In
Some
my,
fucking
in my
field
head.
mice come up to me and I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? I give them a little pat on the head. They scurry off. I'm cleaning brush out of the
You're
way,
like, "Here,
leaves
Ari,
and
here's
shit.
Rachel's
Does
still
anybody-
looking down to make sure none of them
Brought you some
go
Tinder.
over her boot or anything.
No, they're
She is
staying clear of you.
away.
In fact, because of the cloak that you were given, that you asked for to mute your presence, everything looks and appears to be physically avoiding the space that you are in.
Nice.
Not like scared of you, but like there's some mystical barrier that's making them move around your occupied space.
That
I
is
like this
really
cloak.
cool.
Yeah, that'll come in handy later
I like
in combat.
Are there any trees that look like really old and big where we are? Like any kind of trees that kind of stand out a little bit?
Yeah, you see some fallen trees because you have eyes and they work. You see there's fallen trees over there. Some look more fresh than others. Others don't have leaves. They appear that they've been down longer. But yes, there is plenty of downed trees, just, a couple 10, 15 feet from the camp space that Ari is
But
clearing.
like any still trees that are still alive that look.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of... Oh, like downed live trees?
No,
Like
like
old.
just really big.
Oh,
Yeah,
old,
sorry.
like
trees.
old
I
live
misspoke, I'm
trees.
sorry.
Yeah, there are quite a few old live trees.
Okay.
And in fact, it's weird. You see these old live trees, they're actually budding new, smaller leaves that older trees wouldn't normally do. Because usually they have a well-defined canopy.
I just gotta go off by myself, not far, just like 10, 20 feet.
I yell, do some foraging.
I will in just a minute. We got something important to do first.
You're wandering off.
And I lay my hands
Look
on
for
one of the
food.
trees, and I want to cast.
We have
I want to cast
but
speak to plants and
use
just
it
see
with
if
the-
there's anything important.
Bounty.
It has to tell
Excellent.
us.
these
Okay.
squirrels
You've
been patting mice
cast-
on the head.
Speak to plants.
Mhm.
What would you like to say to the plants?
I would just first of all like to thank the trees for providing cover for us, and for I feel like I'm praying or something. For providing a safe passage for us to travel to Pelican Town, and that we're going to be staying the night here. And also, I just ask if there's any danger around or anything we should know that might come in handy.
So the large old tree that you're talking to, it being a tree, responds to your thanks and replies, "No thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Aw, it's happy that you returned the relics.
Well, yeah. And it doesn't answer your follow-up question because it's a plant and has a low intelligence score.
Okay. Well,
Ari
good
continues
enough.
clearing until he's done.
Okay.
You make a very, very nice campground. It is
Excellent.
nice and symmetrical and round. You've created a fire pit in the middle. You've moved some dead logs for people to sit on so nobody's sitting in dirt. You've done a good job.
Nice.
Great job with your camp.
I go back to Ari. I'm
Thanks,
like, Ari,
Ari.
do you need any help?
No, I got it. I'm all done. This is a good set
Oh,
at the
cool.
campsite.
Wow.
I think
Well-
I'm going to go look for some berries and shit
Nice.
to
While
eat.
you guys are doing that, I'm just gonna do my trance, because I'll just take watch.
Yeah, that's
and I'll
fine.
just do my trance now.
I'm full on certain that this beautiful forest now has like beautiful berries and fruits and stuff for me to
Yeah,
eat.
I
and
don't
us
need to
eat,
sleep or
so-
eat, but I will just keep watch for
Okay.
y'all later.
Nice.
And
You
I'll
just-
but I do just need to bow out for a second.
Guys, this is pretty nice. You just want to camp here for like a week? Like,
Yes. Let's camp here for a year or so. Just kind of
there's no
chill.
hurry.
You
Yeah.
have no time frame. You can take as long as you
Amy
want.
Rolls
is not
her
gonna be
eyes.
into that.
I can rewrite this story to you guys hanging out in Snow White's enchanted forest. The party goes on vacation
We
for the
build a
remainder of the
cottage.
game.
Indeterminate vacation.
Yeah.
3 years into the podcast, still just vacation.
Yeah. The party is still hanging out in Eris in this one forest. They're like, weren't we supposed
Still
to do
being
something?
blessed by gods and shit. Yeah, just perfect fucking life here.
Love it.
Retirement.
Killing mice for XP for 100 years.
Mice that love us.
Cedric comes back,
Oh, hey, Cedric.
lands on your shoulder after traveling his 100 feet and seeing that you didn't come out of the forest.
Oh, thanks for coming back.
He speaks to you telepathically. He says, the path is clear as far as I can see.
Okay, cool. Hey, guys. Cedric is telling us that the path is clear as far as he can see.
You want to tell him to come back and camp out with us, or
He's already back. He's on her shoulder.
you want to tell him to camp out with us? Or?
Yeah. Hey, Cedric, we're about to camp out. Do you want to hang out with us? You're welcome to just perch on a tree nearby, or just
I was thinking I could go get something to eat.
Oh yeah, have at it.
And
go live your best
That's
life.
all telepathic, right?
yeah, it's all yeah. Cedric speaks to her telepathically, never physically. You'll never hear what Cedric says to her.
Yeah, you do you. Go live your best life.
And then he gives you a little beaky kiss on your cheek.
Aw.
Yay.
And he goes off to hunt him, some field mice or a rabbit or whatever, because he's an apex predator. He'll probably go for a fox or whatever. He's feeling frisky.
Nice.
Well, he'll be back. He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Can we cut away to see him kill a fox?
Yeah, if you want.
Do
Want
it.
me to describe?
Yes.
All right. So Cedric leaps
Damn it,
off
I'm
of
in
your
a trance.
shoulder.
Well, the
There's
audience.
a large gust of his wings. It blows your hair a little bit. He shoots straight up into the sky, through the leaves. The leaves rustle, a couple branches break and come down and fall around you. And he's soaring over the forest, looking through the dense canopy. And because he's an apex predator with amazing vision,
Yeah.
and it is getting on to evening, he's seeing a little bit better.
I will run from an owl.
I would too.
Yeah.
He finds a fox chasing a little rabbit, because foxes also are can be nocturnal, and foxes hunting. So Cedric glides in the air very slowly moving forward.
Giant fucking wings.
Yeah.
Owls.
And as the fox hunches down with butt in the air, back legs hiked up,
Pouncing.
yeah, in a pounce motion, Cedric
Face
lands.
down, ass up.
That's the way we like to fuck.
fox.
Here it comes.
Cedric lands on a branch overlooking the fox and the rabbit. The fox leaps at the rabbit. There is a very loud bunny squeal. I don't know what bunny squeals sound like, but there is one. And the fox clamps down on the neck of the bunny. Cedric, seeing that he now has dinner and dessert, then dive bombs out of the tree with absolutely no sound whatsoever, putting his wings behind him, coming down at a very sharp angle, and grips into the neck and head of the fox.
With its super talons.
The
Savage.
talons pierce the skull of the fox, rupture an eye, killing the fox instantly. Because the brain was punctured and severed, the fox's body clenches up, the jaw stays attached to the rabbit,
It's really detailed.
and Cedric flies back up to a tree with the weight of the fox and the rabbit and begins to tear into the fox. And he is now having him dinner and dessert. And as you guys know, owls eat their food whole. He's just taking chunks of bone, meat, fat, all at once.
Can't wait to see those pellets.
So there was
Wow.
Cedric hunting dinner.
Nicely
There you
done.
have
Well
it,
done.
Thanks,
folks.
man.
That was very well
the
done.
story of the owl, the
I
fox,
saw
and
the
the
whole
rabbit.
thing
Yeah.
in my brain hole.
I thought that might be fun.
Was it?
fun?
Yes.
Was it? All right. So it is now getting
Very
on
detailed.
into the evening.
Rico's good at this.
Your belly starts to rumble. Your belly
Whoa.
starts to rumble, and your belly also starts to rumble.
No, it doesn't. I ate something.
Nope, your belly starts to rumble.
My belly's
No.
definitely
I
rumbling.
ate something.
I'm
hungry.
I have
Yeah.
a thing called rations.
Yeah, that's fine. You are beginning to feel hungry.
Again?
Yes,
I
again.
already subtracted rations.
Oh man,
Neve.
that's weird.
Neve, didn't you
That
just
sucks.
eat?
Yeah.
Why are you hungry already?
I don't know.
You are also
Must
hungry.
be all that walking.
I mean, I know I'm always hungry.
Guys,
And
hungry? Here's-
Ari is also hungry.
Guys, soft pitch. This forest is lush and amazing. We could go have a nice little hunt adventure for some food instead of eating our rations.
Ooh, we
When
could
was the
do-
last time you guys refilled your water skins?
I don't know. I've got unlimited water skin.
See, that was the challenge in our last adventure, was that we didn't have to track anything.
Oh yeah.
All right, I
you're-
sniff
Yeah,
around
that's
for
'cause
water.
everything was on Ouija's.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're sniffing around for water?
I'm sniffing
awesome.
around for
Make a
water.
survival
we were
roll.
in a city for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
Yeah, I tried
And
to
that's
find
fine.
water,
If you're hungry
but
and
I'm
want to eat
undead.
rations, you are more than welcome to eat rations.
I had a half a ration.
15.
Somehow or another, I had 10 and a half rations.
You were able to smell a source of fresh water just south, maybe a couple, we'll say about 100 feet.
Ooh.
I'm still in my trance, by the way.
Oh, should I wake you?
No, wake me when you guys are going to sleep.
Ari, do you smell anything?
I do. I smell water, about fresh water, about 100 feet south of here.
That's a real good nose.
We could maybe get some fish too.
Mechanic wise, Deborah, because you guys are in this heavily magical forest, you guys are hungrier and thirstier. The magic is oppressive, and it's
That's fair.
taking a physical toll on your body.
We should go fill our waters and
All right.
Drink
That's the
lots of
mechanical
water.
explanation for you.
I am going to take my 9.5 foot pole. And
It did used to be 10.
It did used to
I
be
remember
10.
now.
Yeah,
You put it in that
that's
bottle of
funny.
acid.
That is very
Which
good.
you still have.
That was great.
So I still have my 9.5 foot pole. I'm going to
Yeah.
take one
And
of
the
my
bottle of acid.
arrowheads from my
Sure.
arrows and put it on, attach it to the end of my pole.
Sure.
I'm going to take that and
Goodness,
my bow
bitch.
and my arrows. But I'm going to leave my pack next to Licks Lux.
Sure.
Yeah, Licks Lakes over there.
Licks thighs and legs.
No.
Wall, wall, wall.
And Balsator.
And have my water skin. And Ari, let's go see what we can rummage up.
let's do the thing. This forest is awesome. I'm sure the river or whatever is going to
Gone
be great too.
fishing.
Yeah,
I follow Ari.
we go out there. Jelly, you coming with?
Well, Lux is meditating. I don't want to leave her alone.
All right. Well, you want to give me your water skin and I'll fill it up for you?
Yeah, I hand over my water skin.
And I'll bring you back some fish
Okay, thank you.
if we find fish.
Oh, that
Maybe
sounds good
someone
right now.
Or
should
whatever.
just take my water skin out of my pack because I don't need it. Maybe
Why? They all
someone
have their
could
own water
have an
skins.
extra water skin.
They all have
you
their own
don't
water
need it.
skins.
It's fine.
I don't need it.
Oh,
We
that's
don't know
true.
you said that because you're meditating.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just thinking
I
it
feel like-
in my head
I feel
hole.
like Lux just said that. I don't know.
All of a sudden, Gelsira has a weird thought.
Yeah.
Ari runs back real quick and snatches licks his water skin to fill it
Mine.
up as well, like in case she may or may not
No,
need
just
it.
throw it in your half bag. I don't need
No,
it.
I'm bringing it with.
She doesn't notice because she's in meditation.
Yep.
I sit down on one of the logs that Ari cut, and
Also, flicker in the head.
I cast produce flame, and I try to get the fire going.
I bet you do that easily.
Yeah, it shouldn't
You
be that
do.
hard.
You create a flame.
Well done.
Nice.
The fire ignites.
Nice. All right.
The
Hey
forest
guys,
goes up in flames.
come back with fish. We're gonna have baked fish tonight.
Nice.
Okay.
As we start going
So how that works,
towards the watery
You know.
smell, is it
I
like,
don't know.
is there like little animal tracks towards the direction we need to go to, or is it
That's a
like
good question.
we're
Make a survival
walking
roll.
through waist high? I rolled a 17.
Excellent.
and-
You
yeah,
needed to
17.
beat 10. Congratulations.
Way to go.
Though it is overgrown and lush and comfortable and there is waist-high vegetation, you and your impressive background notice that there is signs of movement because you've seen what displaced brush looks like being in wars And when people travel through them,
I would notice that.
yeah, so
Does it Charlie?
you notice
Charlie.
exactly that, yes, there are tracks, lots of them, and they all are going towards the direction of the waterhole. In fact, you see tracks there. 3 feet away, there's some bigger tracks there. 2 feet away, there's some smaller tracks over there, but they're all leading in the same direction.
Does she see any shit?
No.
Do I know what kind of tracks they are?
You rolled a 17?
Yes.
Yes.
Animal
You
tracks.
notice that there are bear tracks, there are wolf tracks, there are rabbit tracks, there are deer. Those are the 4 that you can see in your immediate area.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna fight a deer.
Good thing we got a bear.
I kind of, as quietly as possible, point the tracks out to Ari, and I just state the animal's
What are
name for each
those?
one.
Nice.
I go bear,
All I can see is
Wolf,
that Croc Vine
rabbit.
video.
deer.
What are
What
those?
are those?
let's let's
R.I.P.
continue towards
mine.
the water source.
Yeah.
And we'll just
All
follow
right.
these tracks
How
as well.
far until the water source?
100 feet. You make it 100 feet in a couple minutes because you stop to identify animal tracks. It's relatively easy for you to get there.
Yeah, fuck your
You see
notes,
tracks,
Rico.
you don't see the animals, but it is evening time. A lot of the big predators are in bed. You may find some foxes or some wolves, but oddly enough, they wouldn't even notice you if you were to see them.
We see the water, right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
in fact, you hear the water when you're about 20 feet away. It sounds like a very nice, very vibrant stream
Nice.
I
of fresh water, constant flow.
I stroll up to it and start filling water skins. I fill Jelly's in mine and Lix's. I assume Neith fills hers up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crystal clear water. You can actually see all the way to
Water.
the bottom of the pond, of the stream.
I look at
How-
I look at Neith and with her weird pole and whatever pointy object she's put on it, and I'm like, do you want to do some spear fishing before I just wade in here and start snatching fish?
I think all that splashing might scare a lot of the fish.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, do you want to do some spear fishing first
Yes.
before I just wander in and
You're
just
meditating.
snatch up some?
You're meditating.
No, I mean, after she's done spear fishing, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna wander in there and just scoop up fish. I'm sure
How
it's
wide
awesome.
is the river?
It's about 4 feet wide,
I'm picking up with this
Four
fork she's
and
putting down.
it's about 3 feet deep.
Oh, so not
It's
very
a little
big.
crick.
No,
Yeah.
this is not the
Nice.
mile wide river between the Eris and Enyo borders. This is just a freshwater
that was a
tributary. Yeah, I
Okay.
know. This is that's why I said that, because this is not. This is just
Right.
a freshwater tributary
Beautiful.
that supplies this forest and these animals with fresh water.
I also put my face
Okay.
in it and drink a
I
bunch
took
right
off
now.
my
It
boots
tastes delicious.
and my socks, and I roll up my pants up past my knees.
Ari sits down and watches
which
this
way
happen.
is it?
God damn it! We're not even through the first page of my
Which
notes.
Which way is it flowing? Just curious.
and
Down. It's flowing south.
I
Fucking worry about it.
start to wade in, and I do the whole little kind of I slowly shuffle my foot so
Mhm.
that it'll bump.
Make a dex
anything.
roll, please.
Yeah, and you're only 5'2", so
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ari is relaxing on the shore, just fucking sprawled out.
I'm imagining you keeping your feet in the water,
Oh, sorry. Instead of a dex roll, I meant to say make, because that's vague. I meant to say make a athletics roll.
Oh, even better.
You can use your
19.
times and your multiplier and shit. Like, yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
don't slip. There were some wet,
Bet
mossy
I
rocks,
don't
but
slip.
you don't slip. You manage this really easily. You are cat-like, dexterous on your feet. Especially because you took your boots off. You can actually feel every inch of everything you're standing on.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I pause and I have my spear and my now spear, my 9.5-foot pole with this arrowhead on the end of it.
That's
In
a
one
spear.
hand, arrows and bow are kind of still
Mhm.
attached. And I pause for a second to let everything settle, and then I scan. Do I see any fish?
You see a couple catfish.
Ooh.
You
Lot of
see
Fuck yeah.
you see a
That's a
couple
goodie.
bass,
sea bass.
and you see a
Sea bass,
school
sea
of
bass.
regular old carp.
Carpe diem, motherfucker.
Sees the
I would
carp.
like
got a
to
lot
try
of
to
bones.
stab one of the catfish.
Carpe-
Fantastic. Make
carp.
I guess just an attack roll against a fish using your weapon. I presume that's going to be Dex. Is a spear a finesse weapon? I guess I could look that up, but we'll just say it is.
Okay, cool.
So did not have spearfishing in the notes.
Do I get to add my sneak attack to it? Does it know I'm there?
Unbelievable.
You let
Yes,
it
it knows
settle.
you're there. You walked into the water.
Okay.
It knows you're there.
That's fair.
But
That's
you
fair.
let it settle.
I know. I was like, oh, I got pause. But that's okay. So
Did you take your cloak off before you went into the water?
No.
Oh, okay. Then yes, you get your sneak attack bonus.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, because I did the whole like because I
Yeah,
rolled
you
my
rolled
pants,
your pants up.
and I would have like tucked my cloak.
Okay,
like,
then
in my belt.
then yes, you get your sneak attack bonus. The fish that were swimming around you
Sweet.
are just unnaturally avoiding the space that you were taking up, but don't seem to be bothered with your presence.
18.
Okay, congratulations, you've speared a fish.
Woohoo!
Channel cat.
And I go to lift it up. How big is this fish?
It's about 7 pounds.
Nice. Okay. I try to swing the pole over and say, Ari, will you get this fish off my pole?
I grab the fish off the pole. Put
He
it,
does so.
And
put it down
Congratulations.
next to me. You gonna keep spearfishing or
I think you want me to try for one more?
yeah, go for another one.
All right. I'm going to
Got all the
go
time in the
for one of the bass.
Yeah, that's what I'd go for.
It is fucking nice out here, so I'm just chilling.
Pretty great.
You do some spearfishing,
I
I'll wade
need
in
a city
afterwards
so
and try to like
bad.
scoop up a bunch, whatever.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack versus this bass with your sneak attack bonus.
12.
Okay, well, you needed to beat the AC of a fish of like 2, so you successfully spear the fish.
Spear the fish, and I
I mean,
bring
there was a
Who
chance she
knew?
could have missed.
There's
a
but,
chance.
I mean, she could have rolled a nat
I don't
1.
know. My sneak attack is a +3.
Yeah, but a nat 1's always a fail.
Yeah,
that's
on
true.
occasion that's
Yeah.
happened.
So
Yeah.
congratulations, you spear a bass. You spear it
Nice.
so clean, it's instantly dead.
And
good.
how
You-
how
Good about
how many
that.
poundage on that guy? Do
That
we
feel-
got to
that
throw
feels
it back?
good
This is a
for an
12-pound
assassin.
bass. This is a
12
big
Wow.
chonker boy.
Wow.
This is a big
This
chonky boy.
is- Oh
All
my
right,
god!
I'm using both hands to get this pole up this time.
It's a chonky fish. Yeah,
and
this
I
fish will feed a
swing it
couple
over
people.
for Ari to get off.
I grab it off, throw it down next to the other one, and say, "Okay, you good?"
Yeah, I'm good. And I go back up to the shore and
All right. Ari
put
wades
my
in.
boots and stuff back on.
Ari wades into the water.
About how long have they been gone?
I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. They had to
Oh.
walk 100 feet and they're
Yeah.
fishing.
Ari,
I forgot we're playing realistically.
Ari faces towards where the
I know.
water's coming from, so it's flowing at him.
Okay, so you're looking up north?
Yes.
Okay.
And he calms his mind. He focuses and meditates for a moment.
Oh, you're
Just
doing
a
some
monk
monk shit?
No, not really.
Nice.
And I'm
He's
just
gonna
sort
do some
of,
monk shit.
I'm just sort of becoming one with nature. Not that I can. Just sort of meditate, clear my mind. I'm focusing, and then I open my eyes and look at the water to see if there's just a good amount of fish coming at me.
All right, so as it's getting darker and you have taken the time to slow yourself and center yourself, you hear the sound of the water. You see the silver reflection of the moon on the surface of the running water. You don't hear Neath. You don't hear any of the woodland creatures. You can feel the movement of the fish coming downstream. You can
Wow.
sense there are likely 2 or 3 medium-sized fish coming down to this little area where you guys are standing.
Okay, Ari takes his hand
Yeah.
and just centers in and swipes at the water where the fish are and scoops and knocks them up to the shore.
Sweet. Make a dexterity throw.
15?
Sweet. So as you dip your hands into the water in your monk meditative state, it almost feels like the water doesn't exist and you're scooping into thin air. And you connect with 2 decent-sized carp, about 3-4 pounds apiece, and just easily and without any problems scoop them up to the shore where they're flopping
Fucking
on the
cat
ground,
bat, that shit's out of the water.
trying to flop back towards the stream.
All right, I rush over to him and make sure they don't do that.
And
Knee starts to
You
slow
want to chop their
clap.
head off or something?
yeah, you saw this big idiot get into the water and swipe his big stupid hand into the water, making a big huge splash and a lot of sound.
No.
The other fish around you swim away because of all the splashing just a little upstream.
She was done.
I already went back
okay.
up, put on my boots and stuff.
Oh, okay. But you see him scoop up 2 fish after a large splash of water.
Nice.
There seems to be more water than fish.
I still give him a nice slow
But
clap.
to Ari, it was a perfect moment of zen.
Yeah. It felt great.
Nice.
That's not easy.
I'm out here
You ever
for this.
been just fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Well, he's a monk. They're trained in the mystical arts.
Ari's
Oh,
awesome.
man. Good job.
Yeah, it's like he was using his key to do something benign.
Okay, so I walk back over to where Neath is and the fish are, and I look for like some, I don't know, dried vines maybe to tie them together and fling them over
You
my
know,
shoulder.
Fashion just like some sort of small net or carrying thing or
Yeah, just
something
to tie them together,
'em
their
up.
tails or whatever.
Yeah,
and
No,
just
you
kind
do
of
it with
flip
their
'em.
gills.
You can find
You
some
look
ivy
through the
or something
gills.
that you can rip off
That's
of a
how you do
tree
it.
and
Never
tie them up to it.
I do that.
Okay, you do it. Congratulations.
Let's head back
you
to the
string your
camp,
fish
Neith.
up with the ivy.
All right.
You're just gonna tie fish up to a tree?
No, I tie them up with the ivy and throw
Ties
them
them
over
up
my
with
shoulder.
the ivy.
They're coming
Yeah,
with.
that way
Okay.
he doesn't have to
Sorry,
carry
I
4
was
fish
like,
with his
that's
bare
gonna
hands.
It's a nice
attract a
woodsy
bear.
way to
And-
carry fish back
Yeah.
to your camp.
Well, if they've been
okay?
doing
I'm
that-
living the life right
I
now.
misheard something.
I don't want to put them in my half bag. I just want to do a thing.
I built like one of those things that you put over a fire. You have those 2 sticks and then the stick in the middle.
A spit?
Spit.
Rotisserie.
Yes, I built one of those things.
Rock on.
So I have it ready for the fish.
I feel like the best way to cook fish, though, is just skewer them on a stick and stick them close
Well,
to
Yeah,
the
that
but-
fire.
stick is
But
the one
the
she can
spit's
skewer
going to
it
spin
with.
and it's going to cook evenly.
I mean, it's
So
however
sure.
anybody wants to do
Spear
it.
it with
I
the
just want to, have it
stick.
there in case anybody wants it.
Lux, you're still meditating, right?
Yep.
I need an Arcana roll from you, please.
Ooh.
Put that 12-pounder on the spit.
Yeah. It'll be breakfast.
Ooh, this looks good.
It's dinner. We're going to eat these fucking fish.
All right, we have 3 other fish for
Yeah.
dinner.
So
We have a lot of fish.
my lich
Mhm.
can have other proficiencies. Is that different? I already.
No, your Lich gets no additional proficiencies at level 1.
All right, just checking. Okay.
But you are making an Arcana
13.
roll, and becoming a level 1 Lich did increase your int score, if I remember correctly.
It did, and I already.
Did you
but
already?
That was just my regular intelligence, right?
Right, but did it change your modifier? What was your int
I didn't
before your
change it
Lich
on
template?
there.
Oh, well, you probably should have. What did your int go to when you added the +2 int?
It went from 1 to 2.
Okay.
Then yes.
so
that's
so
your
so you
modifier.
jumped up. Okay, so your modifier jumped up 1. Are you proficient in Arcana, being a cleric?
No, it,
Oh, okay.
it was something I was looking into for lich
Damn,
stuff.
that's a shame. Okay, nothing.
13.
You don't sense anything. You're still deep in meditation.
Like 7 minutes or so.
Oh, okay,
7, 8.
Wow,
sure.
half a page of notes.
We got through 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks on 1 page. Okay, so you guys get back to the camp. It's an easy walk back.
There's a beautiful fire going.
The fire is going. It's not wavering. There's no thick smoke. You're not burning any green life. So it's a very clean fire. The wood smells fantastic.
Delightful.
Yeah, the fire is nice and hot, and it's the perfect temperature to start cooking fish for dinner.
Right. Hey guys, ready to cook some fish?
Yeah, did you make this fire?
Yep.
Great job.
Well, you made it. I started it.
How did you start that fire?
With
He gathered the wood.
produce
Oh.
flame.
Make an Arcana roll for me.
I'm proficient in Arcana.
Oh, that could be helpful.
Plus 20.
11. And that's
Damn.
with my
Nothing.
all my stuff added.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Ari starts skewering fish, throwing them near the fire. You know,
Oh,
Just
you
throw-
meditated in the river, right?
a little bit.
Make an Arcana roll for me, please.
You can
Someone
put
gotta
the
make it.
whole bass on that skewer and twist it. And
11.
Cook it like that.
Nothing. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys successfully cook up your fish. It's
Sweet.
a delicious dinner. It feels good. It tastes good. This is
Oh.
probably the best fresh fish you guys have ever
Oh my
tasted.
gosh, this is so good. This is like better than
It's really close to the source. It's
Wow.
fresh. It was a 10-minute walk back to camp. This is literally from source to table.
Well,
I eat it.
You guys want to retire?
Yeah. Let's retire and never finish our quest.
I mean, I might get in heaven. Like this is like a perfect, beautiful woods. and-
retire forever?
I mean, maybe like for 10 years. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
Neith actually sits on the ground and leans against a tree to sleep.
Oh, what? You don't stand up?
Well, she's
The
feeling,
fuck? You feel
Whoa.
you
good,
know,
huh?
everything's, I've had that ambrosia.
Are your
I've had a
eyes
nice
closed?
fish.
So you're
Okay.
getting comfortable. You're
But
getting
not standing though. That's
But
So-
I'm not standing.
you are getting comfortable in this forest because
Yes.
it feels great.
Right.
You're dropping your guard and your inhibitions just to relax for once.
Just a tiny. Just a
Sweet.
tiny
Make an
bit.
Arcana roll for me, please.
No.
Someone's gonna get it.
He doesn't like Arcana. Is she gonna get the
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna get it,
nobody
though.
else
You're
likes it
gonna get it.
apparently either.
Even though I'm proficient
nat
in
20? Neith of all the people gets the Arcana roll. Okay.
So the DC check for this Arcana roll was in fact a 20.
it. Wow.
Oh.
And Neith can sense in this land that she didn't know before that was a magical sinkhole. Do you guys remember how hard it was to cast spells and they would often fail?
Yes.
This
All my
land,
spells failed.
Neith now knows that this land is blessed with magic. It is not a sinkhole. Someone that was magically attuned would find it relatively easier to cast. In fact, mechanically, everybody's spell save DC is a +1 spell save DC, making it harder for people to resist your spells while you are in this land. And that doesn't mean in the forest, it means in Eris and in Enyo. So your spell save DC is
But we don't know
mystically
that
enhanced
until
by
she
1.
tells
No,
us, right?
you don't know that. No, and you may
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah.
But on your character sheet, you can, in brackets, you can increase your spell save DC by 1. But Neith knows that this land is reinvigorated not only naturally but mystically, and she can choose to share that with you or not.
Where do I put that?
On page 2 of the character sheet up top, there was a spell save
Oh.
DC
Ari goes to sleep.
How about someone wake me up first?
right here.
Fuck you.
Sheet 2, very, very top middle. Yeah, spell save DC.
the page that I have nothing else on.
Yeah, because you don't cast spells. Yeah, exactly.
Of
Good
all
job.
people, you're the one who sensed
I
that.
know, of all people, I'm the one who sensed this. So before I kind of relax, and then all of a sudden, like I kind of
on hers.
perk up because I'm like, "What was
We'll talk
that?
about that later.
Feels weird." Hey, Galsyra, come here.
I walk over to you. What's up, Neve?
I just had the weirdest feeling.
Okay, you want to talk about it?
Now you've been in this land before.
She just got her period.
Aw.
There's a couple potions of mence in.
Oh,
In
yeah,
Pan's
that's right.
Did this land used to have magic sinkholes?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was like an empty, dark, desolate place.
So I just got. Do you see these goosebumps on my arms? This is weird. So I just got this like feeling that this place used to be a sinkhole, but it's been blessed and it no longer is, and that like magic should work again here.
Oh, well, that makes sense since the gods are back. Yeah. Since we returned the relics. So
Good job.
Okay, so like I'm not going crazy. This sounds like it could be a thing.
no, I'm pretty sure you're onto something. I think it's funny how you sensed it and nobody else did. But yeah, I mean that makes perfect sense. Like, so I don't think
Right.
you're crazy.
As long as it makes sense. And then I lean back against the tree and go to sleep.
And it feels like the tree is giving you a nice, warm hug. Like you belong in this forest. It feels good to relax for
Wow,
once
I
and
love
not
this
have to be
place.
on edge. Everybody feels great chilling
like
here,
that.
other than being a little more hungry and a little more thirsty. Everybody feels
Did
fantastic.
what are
anyone
the
wake
stars
me up?
like?
No, fuck you.
So you can look up through the canopy and you can see, how can I best describe this before we go to break? So have you seen the Aurora Borealis? Like just some pictures and stuff?
Only,
Yes.
only in pictures.
Only in pictures.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
so
someday in
you
real
look
life.
up into the sky, and through this Aurora Borealis look, you see plenty of sparkling stars. They are blue, and they are pink, and they are golden, and they are silver, and they are all glittering through the canopy of the forest and through the Aurora Borealis-like color and effect of the sky.
I'm just mesmerized.
It's pretty serene. It's pretty
I'm
beautiful.
never leaving this forest.
right.
And I presume you guys are going to be bedding down for the evening?
I am.
I just sleep outside with my back looking at the stars and the beautiful night sky, and yeah, my belly's full with that good fish, and feel totally safe.
I come
and
out
good
of my
here.
trance,
Okay,
because
Lex.
it's been probably about 4 hours.
12 days, yeah.
12 days.
It's the future.
Lex, we saved some fish for you.
I'm not hungry. Thank you, though.
Okay. Well, we're going to bed, so
Well, while they go to bed, do I notice where they came, like where they went or anything?
No, you were
Okay.
meditating.
Okay.
Do you meditate with your eyes open?
It's a trance. So
then no.
it's a
You
little
wouldn't have seen
different
what
than
direction they come
meditation.
from.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I just keep watch.
All right.
I
You
love
keep
it.
watch. All right. Make a perception roll for me, please, since you're on watch. You rolled a natural 1.
I sure did.
Oh, you're all right. You don't notice anything. And that'll do us this evening for this episode of Some Would Play.
Oh, what was there to notice?
Follow along and listen next week as the party wakes up and continues their adventure. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye. You guys got through half of a page.
Thank you for listening to Some Would Play, a production of the Outsanity Network. Join us again next week as the story continues. Find us online at www.somewouldplay.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Some Would Play. Deborah is at Sonyataki. Rico is at R1C0. Jenna is at Jenna Toll. Daphne is at Dafterthought, and I am Psychedelic M. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends and share it with others. And remember, in real life, you needn't roll for initiative, so just seize it.